Welcome, welcome, welcome. Potent Podcast. May 11th on a Monday. May 11th. Right? Is it today's Monday?
Today is Monday, yeah.
It's sort of Monday, or it's like the same day every day. Ain't this the shit that Bill Murray hated?
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, a lot of stuff to go over. We're gonna recap our battle, which was super fucking fun. I can't wait for the next one. But we should start at least on a little bit of a somber note. Not just our culture, music in general lost three people that shaped the way things go. Little Richard is the creator of rock and roll. Andre Harrell knocked down doors for there is no Diddy without Andre Harrell.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Betty Wright. They always say death comes in threes, and that's actually like kind of eerie now when you think about it. But I just wanted to get your thoughts because of all of these influential people. Like I know already off the rip you put up an Andre Harrell playlist. All those I'll Be Sure records are on there. There's so many other records that are on there that if you don't know, now is a good time for you to go back so you can take a look. And you can really understand his impact and his significance in the culture. But I wanted to get your take on it.
The only thing, because we know people are like going to go, right? But the only thing that's like bothersome about it, and I hate, you start to sound like an old head when you say this.
Wait, old head?
when you go where I'm about to go, people say you sound like an old head.
Right.
But like it's like you want like equal replacements for when these people start to go. So that like what they did wasn't in vain and everything's going to keep being elevated, right? Without, I mean, bro, you said it already. Lil Richard completely changed the course of music.
Yep.
And we don't sit and think about it a lot. You know what I'm saying? We don't think about how like he was like one of the first people to integrate audiences. Like people don't think about that.
Right.
People don't think about like Elvis's first couple albums are just Lil Richard albums. Like he just re-recorded Lil Richard shit.
Right.
And I mean, the Beatles had to open up for Lil Richard.
That's
know
crazy.
what I'm saying? Like
that's crazy.
The whole course of music, bro. And it's like people we haven't even been talking about in decades.
Yeah.
This shit's crazy. So like when they start to go, it's like at least can like we get like more people that's pushing the envelope the way they did because they pushed it so we could be like great and not subpar. And like you got people saying like I don't write shit. Like come on, bro. Like we gotta like step it up for the people that stepped it up so we could even be here and doing what we do. So that's kind of sad.
No, you nailed it though. Like honestly, it's sad. Little Richard, he lived a long life. But I think that with our culture is that we get into the getting jokes off part of it. Like we just like to get our jokes off and everything because Little Richard was flamboyant, one of the first few that was like that. Right. But again, Little Richard walked or crawled so Prince could run. Yeah. Like these are all people that like the androgynous thing, like that was something that he was touching on in a time when that shit was very, very taboo. Not only in our culture, just in popular culture.
Bro, the 50s it could have got him killed.
Exactly. On top of just let's keep it a bean. On top of just being a black man, like and so like. You have to think about not only musically the barriers that were broken down by him. You have to think about socially the things that he was able to do, just by being himself.
Right.
And I think that's the part that, like I said, our culture gets off on making jokes and everything. And while people are here, people get their jokes off on Little Richard. And I'm sure there's some sick people out there that probably were trying to make jokes off of it, like, because he's homosexual and stuff like that. But I think that you really need to start to like widen your lens when it comes to impact, respect,
Yeah.
and playing tribute, honestly, to people who have done things that that we could never. Like he created a whole genre that was stolen.
Yep.
So yeah, his impact cannot be understated. And the same thing with Andre Harrell. Like, like when I was going through, I knew about all the music, and I knew about, him being, him basically running Uptown Records, where Diddy basically, rose up from there, and all that stuff is common knowledge. The stuff that I really, when I was going back and looking, and people were posting pictures, is like, did this man never not smile? If that makes no, like every picture I saw of Andre Harrell that was posted, this man is smiling ear to ear. Just spoke to his energy, and I think that that's really cool, honestly.
Yeah, it is, man.
But I'm happy that you put that playlist together, because I'm gonna go back after the show and just go in on listening to those things. So, yeah, unfortunately, those are the things. And then Betty Wright, that can't be understated either. I understand the younger people not knowing who she was. Again, our generation's fatal flaw is we don't do the history, and we dismiss, and we've said that a million times. I don't want to keep, beating that drum and everything. But yeah, that one kind of, like, when that news came out, that fell by the wayside.
Of course it did.
I saw a lot of Little Richard stuff. I saw a lot of Andre Harrell stuff. But I saw people getting confused and thinking that Betty White died, and being more like, oh, thank God it wasn't Betty, like.
Yeah.
And that's a mistake. That's a mistake.
Yeah, man. I mean, again, that Betty Wright's music, specifically, Tonight Is the Night. I mean,
so that's the one. That's the one that off the rip on the top of my head, it comes off right out like that. I can hear.
It's such a fire song, bro, and like that. I mean, what she did shaped R&B, bro. I mean, Clean Up Woman, that shaped R&B. I mean, it showed like the vulnerability of, like, not holding your man down the way that you should, which is an irregular thing too, right? For female R&B artists to do. And you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there's somebody on Twitter probably calling her like a pick me or something for writing a song like that, because that's how goofy they are.
Yeah, like everybody's a simp now when you give a compliment. That's all I see over Twitter. If you give a compliment, like, dudes will hit you with, oh, you simping, or, bro, she's not gonna fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like this preoccupation with being the cool kid at the table on Twitter and online in general is just like, it's too far. It's overblown.
Yeah. Yeah, man, she changed R&B. These are all people that set trends, man, and people get old, and mortality is what it is. But I just hope that we just continue to keep pushing the envelope the way that they did it.
Again, like, I'm not gonna get mad at people for not knowing. I might be disappointed in people that call themselves people of the culture and stuff like that for not knowing the impact of Little Richard, Andre Harrell, Betty Wright. But now's your chance to go back. Like, we have time. Okay, we're on quarantine. All her music's on some streaming platform that you have. Do the history, and you'll be pleasantly surprised how many of these songs still go in 2020.
Yeah.
And we could only wish to be as lucky to make music that'll live on for 50 years, 60 years.
It's crazy, bro. Like, I'm still writing music, and I said it before, I'll say it again. These are like people like you're still chasing, and you hope that you could do what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What we're hearing every day on the radio, I mean, some of it is like, oh shit, like, this is crazy how they write that, how you do that. But a lot of it is like I could do that. I'm already doing that. And everybody feels the same way. That's why everybody jump in there and vocal booths.
Correct. And then the last thing we'll say before we move on, I wanted to make sure that we spoke about this first because I did not want to downplay the importance of these three people. Is that our generation is more damn it, I think I lost my point. I think it's more about just not necessarily like caring about exactly the craft that you're trying to do. It's like trying to be first, or like, if that makes any sense, or just trying to do something that people will hop on a wave. Nobody's interested in taking a chance and doing something outside of their comfort zone. And then I think that's where a lot of the music comes from now. But that's kind of obvious, and I don't even think that was really my point. But that's all I could come up with right now, like when I was thinking about it. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Salute to the greats, man.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Like I said, if you don't know, no shame. Not everybody's gonna go back and go back that far. But if you have the time right now, which a lot of us do, not a bad idea to go back and check, man.
Yeah.
One last note. I know this isn't really into hip hop culture, but this is something that's kind of important to me. Being such an avid Seinfeld fan. Unfortunately, Jerry Stiller passed away today at the age of 92?
82.
Yeah, he had a great life. Like this, at these moments, it's easy to be sad, but I'm in the mode of, like, all four of these people in the mode of more celebrating them. And that's really what, as hard as it is to say, and I don't want this to come out the wrong way, funerals, wakes, things like that, you would hope that they're more a celebration of that person as opposed to being sad. But I can't speak to how the person went. Did they go before it was their time and things like that? But
right.
I would hope that at my funeral, everybody would be laughing and telling stories about me and stuff like that. Like, and saying, and Jerry Stiller is very important to me because, as you see behind me, I've got the Seinfeld picture, but, like, he's very important to me. And you don't even have to be a Seinfeld fan. This is how far his comedic reach goes.
Yeah.
If you watch King of Queens, then you get it. If you've seen Zoolander or any other movie that he's been in with his son, then you get it. Seinfeld just directly resonates with me because it's a top 3 show for me, and his character is one of my favorites because he reminds you of, everybody knows parents like Costanza's parents. They're always yelling and things like that, and just so many episodes that are classics. Like, it was hard this morning. Like, I was like, what's the best Frank Costanza moment? And I had 30 moments to choose from. Like, you could choose any. Serenity Now is right there for everybody to go for. But there's the episode where, that's the same episode actually, where he's trying to sell computers with George, and then, like, there's so much. The discussion about, who does the chicken have sex with, the rooster, the hen, like, like. I really hate when people say that Seinfeld is a smart show. It's smart in the way that it presents the jokes, but it's really stupid when it comes to its subject matter. Like, I don't consider Seinfeld a smart show. I consider the comedy to be sharper, wittier, and delivered in a different way, but it's not smart.
Right.
So, I mean, I just wanted to make sure I got that off because, I woke up this morning to that news and it was like, oh man, like that terrible way to start the day.
Yeah, I mean, he's an amazing comedian, bro.
Yeah,
and literally a scene stealer, bro. Like, you can't be in a scene with Jerry Stiller.
Yes, and if you go back and you look at older pictures of him, him and Ben are like down the middle, like they're like split screen, same person. So let's move on. That's somber. I just wanted to make sure that we got we got that in and we spoke about it for at least a little bit of like 10 to 15 minutes at least because it warrants that. So you want to talk about some funny shit?
Yeah.
All right. So was it yesterday or the day before? I'm scrolling through Twitter and Jason Derulo is trending. So when anybody's trending, the first thing I think is, oh shit, he's dead.
Yeah.
Right? And then anytime that you click the trending mark, it's always that Denzel gif of him like.
Yeah.
But Jason Derulo, it had nothing to do with health, anything that he's done in the news or anything like that. I think it was the unified dragging of his TikToks.
Yeah.
So what happened is like I'm starting to watch these TikToks and I'm like, well, first of all, I'm not a guy who's gonna make a TikTok, so I'm not about to like judge this man. Whatever, he's bored. He's got this big house. Whatever, he can do whatever he wants, right?
Right.
I think what everybody's argument is that, you know, people, and you've said this a million times, and I love it when you do this on Twitter. Cornballs are from all walks of life. Dudes with money, dudes with power, dudes with talent. You could be a cornball one way or another, right? I'm not calling this man a cornball. I'm just telling you right now that this is what Twitter is telling me, because I don't listen to Jason Derulo's records. I'm not gonna watch Cats. You know, like what really brought up to me, what I thought was really funny is that someone brought up that picture again of him falling down the stairs at the Met Gala. I had to research it because I was like, wait a minute, is that an internet joke? Or did Jason Derulo really fucking fall down all those fucking steps? Right. And I sat there looking at that picture, laughing for like 10 minutes. And I didn't care to look it up. I didn't care if it was true. I was just like, you know what? This is true in my mind, and I'm just going to run with it. I don't give a shit. But I think that what it speaks to more, and I mean, you can comment on this too, because, you know, I'm like taking all the time up, but like being in the spotlight is not all it's cracked up to be.
Yes.
And in this age of oversharing, sometimes sitting still and not doing anything is cool.
Yeah,
and you know, when you overshare, you expose yourself as the person that you really are. You know, what's it, the Confucius saying? Better to be thought a fool than to open mouth and remove all doubt. That's it right there. That's pretty much it for him. Yeah. But yeah, I'll let you go ahead. Did he really fucking fall down those steps?
The shit is hilarious, bro.
And if he didn't, who is that guy that fell down the steps? Because that man's legs were above his head. He was like rolling backwards down the stairs.
First of all, that man, whoever he is taking the L by not saying that's him, bro. Because he got something if he just say it was him.
I would come out and be like, yo, I tripped on some shit and I fell. I'm good. You know, like the way he was looking, I'm like, this man's neck is broke. You know, like dead ass, his legs were straight up in the air, and this man is like, his neck is about to smash into the ground. But
we see it time and time again, bro. And this is the one thing about getting lit or getting your internet clout or whatever, bro. You're gonna get like people that's gonna share the hell out of it. And a fucking snap of your finger is over, bro, and everybody clowning. That the whole entire of social media exists to find something to clown.
And Twitter is the worst.
It's the worst.
It's the worst,
it's
bro.
The worst.
It's the worst because what I find is in the comments, this is why Instagram needs something like this. And I don't know how they're gonna do it because their platform is mobile.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to leave gifts.
Yes.
Comments, man.
Yes.
Like at least that. Give us that. Give us the gift thing. Don't do photos. Don't do videos. That's a little bit too much. But if we had a gift keyboard that we can go to and go look like we do on Twitter or whatever, that shit would be way more lit.
Yo, it'll be so lit, bro. They already letting us send them in the DMs. Let it fly in the comments.
Yeah. Exactly. Just make the platform a little bit bigger, a little, so you can see the gifts, and that's it, man. I feel like all these war words that you see on Instagram will turn into funnier arguments if it's just gifts. That's it.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, you're absolutely right about that. It's like the internet's waiting for you to slip. You know, the internet loves a success story, and the internet loves to drag people.
Yeah, more than anything, bro. They die to bring you up, to knock you down,
to drag you down.
They will literally get you popping just to wait for the moment to clown you. I tweeted the whole lyric, bro.
What is it?
The same sword they knight you with is the one they gonna good night you with.
That's live right there. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
But it's true what you said though, that they're gonna build you up to knock you down. So
anytime you get hot on a social media platform, be ready.
Yo, yeah, man. So Jason Derulo, like, I get it, man. Do your thing, rock on your TikToks, whatever makes you happy, bro. But like the last few days, It's been pretty bad. I've been seeing too many things said about this man, you know. And then even the women are clowning, like, yo, he fine, but he corny. Damn, yo.
Yeah.
I would rather, you know what? I would rather think that, you know, I'd rather a woman think that I was whatever, so looking and interesting than good looking and corny. Yes. Like, that's a label that you can't shake. No matter what you do, you can't shake the corny label.
Nah.
All right. Speaking of internet shit that made me laugh. Yesterday was Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to your mom as well, Trills.
Same to your mom, bro.
Yeah, man. We had to do the virtual thing, but just the time that we.
And same to your lady, man. To everybody on your side.
And everybody. It's funny that like now that we're talking about Mother's Day, is that so many people send these long, and I notice you don't do it. I know, and I know what you're thinking when you don't send these types of things. Is we send these long paragraphs on Instagram, right, about our moms, and your mom don't have Instagram. So what you doing it for, really?
Right.
What you doing it for? You doing it just to hop on a wave, have people see that and stuff like that? Your mom don't see that. Say that to your mom. Say it to your mom.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you know what though? If you want to post it on Instagram and then repeat it to your mom later on in person, bet.
Right.
But don't go posting that shit on there and not call your mom with your stank ass.
That's just crazy.
But in the spirit of Mother's Day, a one Future L. Hendrix, I don't know what the L came from or whatever, but I just threw it in there. Future sent out, oh my God. Well, first, before we start this, do you know the number of baby mothers that Future has?
I do not, bro.
Is it over, under 7? It's over.
It's over?
It's over.
God damn.
Yeah, so check this out.
See, it's Future, it's Lil Wayne, it's DMX, it's fucking Flavor Flav. Like, I just stopped keeping up with it, yo.
Bro, I mean, you know what I'm about to say, but for the people that are unaware of what I'm about to talk about, Future yesterday decided on Twitter to send each individual baby mother, 6 of them, 6 of them, individual tweets, including Russell Wilson's wife. Which I thought his was a little, he was short with it. And I was like, and so he sends them all, doesn't send them in a thread, sends them as individual tweets. Like someone said that it could have been Future Happy Mother's Day, a thread, which in itself is hilarious. But he sends 6 of them, right? And for each one that he sends, all the comments under are like, yo, you're missing a few. Now, fast forward to today. I forget which blog it is that reports it. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm saying this girl's name right. Eliza Rain.
Okay.
Whatever. Her 1-year-old son is Future's. Add another one to the list. It's over 7. He's already, if he's missing 1 and now you just had another one added, what is that, 8?
That's crazy.
How quickly is Lori Harvey about to be all of a sudden pregnant? And why hasn't she been at this point?
Right.
I just think it's hilarious that in this day and age, this man has so many baby moms that he had to send a tweet to all of them, and he's still missing somebody. Was up to 6.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then the clowning in the comments is just like, oh my God, man. And the one that he sent to Ciara was so short.
Yeah.
Thank you, C, for Future. Done. Like,
He ain't want smoke. He thought that would be the one to give him the most smoke, so he kept it short.
Yo, you know what? Even if that's me, because I'm not going to make a judgment on how many kids somebody has with how many women or anything like that, right? Keep that shit off social media, man. Send that woman a text, bro. Call that woman. Like, come on, man. The whole doing that shit on Twitter is only opening yourself up for 1 more questions and 2 more jokes.
Yeah.
I just thought it was hilarious. Like, I was going through it and I'm like, am I reading this correctly? Is this what's happening today? Like, you woke up today and was like, you know what? To show my appreciation to the women that are raising my kids, I'm gonna send them a bunch of tweets. Whatever.
He had to know the comments were gonna be lit.
All the jokes were all worth it, man. It was all worth it. Like, I sat there going through it, just dying laughing. Oh my God, man.
Bro, literally like 3 hours ago, bro tweeted some shit like, all you bitches need to learn how to keep your
legs closed.
Nah, he said y'all all need to learn how to keep your business off the internet.
Shut the fuck up.
I
What are
say,
you
this nigga is wild, bro.
You know what I love? I love when rappers sub themselves. You know, a rapper who everybody knows has a ghostwriter. Oh, stop letting these goofies write for you. Stop subbing yourself. You know, like I see it all the time. Every time I see somebody say something, like, you know, that is, I guess they're talking about someone. They saw something that forced their hand, I guess, in their mind to tweet that. Sometimes you're subbing yourself. And I think what we're gonna do with this Jason Derulo and wrap this up with this future thing is the oversharing. Stop oversharing online, especially. And I see this all the time because I follow, you know, like I follow regular, like so basically, you know how my Twitter is. My Twitter is 75, 80, 85, 90% football, right? I follow guys that are beat writers and things like that involved in football. But I follow regular people. And the thing that irritates me the most with Twitter sometimes is that people just try to throw like these fake ass quotes out there to see if them shits hit. Right? But it be obvious shit, Trills. Obvious shit, bro. You closed mouths don't get fed. Open your mind and close off your insecurities. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Shut up. I don't want to hear that shit from somebody who works at fucking T-Mobile. Like, I give a fuck what you talking about, bro.
As somebody that has like complete toxic relationships with everybody in their life and shit.
And then they're the ones trying to drop gems on you and shit and thinking them shits is gonna hit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I just, you never know how far you can go until you open your mind. And shut your ass up. Shut up, man. Get off the internet with these goddamn tweets and do something, bro. Like, you can only motivate people until you have something behind you to show this is what I've done. This is what I've created. Yeah. If you're just a regular person and you're trying to throw these fucking Chinese, what do you call it? The fortune cookie sayings out on fucking Twitter, I think that shit is wild corny.
I mean, and also, like, bro, you know what century we in, bro? Like, that shit's not really blowing anybody's mind right now. Like, people were writing that shit with feather quills and shit, like that same exact shit, bro. like, come on, bro. This shit's not a realization.
Oh my god. Oh my god, yo. Look, that's it. For you guys that are out here, look, if you really want to motivate people, that's cool. Show me something that you've done so I can look and say, you know what, I can take motivation from him. Like, because when Diddy tweets something or whatever, you listen to that shit. When people who are in a position that you want to get to or have done it from a place that you are at or have been, listen to it. But when someone's fucking sitting there who's doing the same thing as you and is trying to give you motivation, and it's like, bro, you ain't done shit. So it's like, idiot.
Yeah, word.
Listen, man, I just had, at the end, it got a little bit crazy or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we were talking about, you know, the funny shit, you know, after we started off so somber. But yeah, the future thing and the Jason Derulo thing, that shit had me entertained, like just the comments. I go down that rabbit hole of comments and people posting their videos about it, and it's like, yo, this Twitter is the best and worst platform. There's so much hate and horrible shit that you see on there, but there's so many clever people that can make you laugh with a video clip, with, you know, just a simple tweet, with a GIF, things like that. There's so many people that are good at Twitter doing the comments and stuff like that. So It's my favorite. It's my favorite. But there's some crazy shit you see on there. Like, something came across my shit, and it was revenge porn, but it was a woman. This woman put this man out there, and he was like, you know, like sucking on a strap-on or some shit. In one of the videos. Yeah. Bro, I have no idea how Twitter lets that shit fly still. Why is that not taken down?
I know, bro.
That shit came across, I was disgusted. I was like, okay, no more internet for me today. I was like, I'm done here. I was like, I can't see shit like that. But yeah, the same shit.
So foul, bro.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, either way. Yeah, teach these hoes how to keep their business off the internet. Future, go to hell, bro. I love your music, but come on, man. What is that, bro?
I had to send you the tweet because it's funny, yo. Like, he has to be doing it on purpose.
I mean, he's trolling. He's got to be, you know? Like, I don't think he's that stupid, you know? Like, but, bro, again, stop subbing yourself. You know, like I'm waiting for him to say something about, like, no, but they got that meme about him, right? Where he's looking in the mirror. I think we talked about it though. Like, he's looking in the mirror, he's like, "You not toxic, they toxic." I think that's just hilarious, bro. even though, like I said, toxic is the most overused word right now. People really don't have any idea what it actually means, or if they are toxic themselves. But but it's still funny. So
that's up there where everybody calling everybody narcissists, and they don't really know what a narcissist is
at all. No, you don't. You're right. I agree. So let's get into some music. So Saturday, was it Saturday?
Saturday.
So Saturday,
yeah.
We had our latest versus battle, Erykah Badu versus Jill Scott.
Yep.
First of all, I'm gonna say what's overstated. The culture won. We win. Every time you guys do this shit, we win. I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch it live.
It was a long watch.
Right. So apparently there were no rules. They were just letting it go. But I'm glad, and it felt right between the two of them when I watched it back. Vibes. Just go with the vibe. Like the both of them are that way. And then so the battle starts. Erykah hits where you got me. And then Jill hits where you got me, but she sings it live because remember, she wrote the shit.
Yeah.
That is a legendary way to open up this battle.
Absolutely.
I also want to say as a disclaimer, Erykah Badu is my favorite R&B artist. Favorite. Yeah. Hands down. So
she's GOAT status.
Easily. So when this battle comes out, in my head, I'm like, oh, Erykah about to get busy. I walked away from this battle much more of a Jill Scott fan than I ever was listening back to the first album, which, everybody knows A Long Walk and Getting in the Way, right? But then you start to get into the Philly part of it, and she's got the Roots on all these records. She's on Roots records, and then you start to hear it. She didn't even play Golden.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking with my father about it yesterday, and I was telling him about it. I was like, I wish you knew how to use Instagram. You could have, you would have jumped in or whatever, because my father's like Jill Scott off rip. And he's like, oh, well, she played Golden. I was like, she didn't. I was like, they did 20 rounds. She didn't even get to that.
Didn't even need it.
Right. So I feel now a bigger, deeper appreciation for Jill Scott. Yeah. And let me also be clear, Erykah still won. Because Erykah has the one thing that Jill doesn't. An unparalleled, unquestioned classic in Baduism.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't really have to go too far away from Baduism to really secure the win, right?
Right.
But I really, really, really walked away thoroughly impressed with Jill Scott's body of work, mad at myself for sleeping on this catalog, and it was an absolute joy to go back and listen once the playlist came out and go back and listen to these records because I'm still listening to them now. Like these are like now I'm just stuck on this playlist now. I'm not listening to anything else but this playlist. The Erykah songs I don't have to listen to. I know all them shits. Right. But Jill Scott is the part that now I'm catching myself like, holy shit, this song is amazing. This song is incredible. Like Slowly Surely. Like there's so many of them. Like I'm just like, oh my God, all these songs are amazing.
Yeah. It was fire, bro.
Yeah, man.
Really, really, really insanely good battle, man. Or we probably shouldn't even call it that, right? It was like the dopest session,
right?
Like, and it's like one of my favorites that they put on, yo, just because of how they set it up.
Yeah.
And the shit was like so intimate, bro. Like it really felt like sitting there just chilling with them and. Like just listening to their conversation, like
right. And then like Erykah's so dope, man. Like she just like she's sitting there with the Bruce Lee playing over her while she got the mic in front of her, right on the projector, right. And Jill started to feel tipsy towards the end. That wine was hitting because she tried to play the same record twice. Which we did in our battle, but I pressed the wrong button. I want to make sure that we say that, right? Like I wasn't trying to hit that shit again. Like we didn't play it. Like I hit that shit by accident. Anyway. But Erykah, so there's a point where Jill says, "Oh, we've been doing this shit for like 2 hours," and Erykah deadpan into the mic. I have no conception of time. I was just like, I was like, if that is not the most Erykah quote, like like I don't know what is, man. Like if that doesn't describe Erykah Badu in a nutshell, that's it.
How many people, male or female, are cooler than Erykah Badu, bro?
Not many.
Like she's the coolest, swaggiest fucking person.
So I'm talking with somebody about it, because we're discussing it, and then it takes me back to, and this is gonna back up your point about Erykah being the fucking coolest and just an off rip, right? So she was on Everyday Struggle a while back, and like out of nowhere, like they're having a conversation about something completely different, and she's like, "Oh, now I know who you look like." Point at academics. She's like, "You look like Jerry, the mouse." She was like, "He don't like Tom. Tom don't like him." Yo, and then they fucking put the picture there. I was crying.
Yo, it's like, like Erykah.
How did I miss that?
Like Erykah, you are us, bro. Like you saw that meme, you saw that Jerry meme, and you troll, bro, a whole hour, yo.
Oh my god. I love it because he comes out of nowhere like, "Now I know who you look like." And yo, she like stops the conversation. And then his face, he's just like, you almost gotta take it like, "Come on, man. Like, what you about to say back?" Like,
yeah.
but see, and then this kind of goes to what I always say about like the artists that I attach to. I think that the artist that everybody is drawn to is always authenticity. And that's always what I've been attracted to with Erykah. Erykah don't give a fuck. She just put out a candle that smells like her vagina. That's just sold out. Listen, I love women. I don't know if I need that. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. When I saw it, I was like, you know what? I think I'll pass. I might not buy this, but I think that also, like, it didn't surprise me because I know how she is, right?
Right.
And then I think me and you had the discussion. When you have sex with Erykah Badu, you come out a better rapper on the other side.
Yeah. And she's such a good sport about it. Like, she knows the joke, so she like, all right, let me make a candle and some incense out of this shit. Maybe you'll get your bars up when you burn it, like.
Oh my god, yo! It was amazing. Honestly, I feel like, how did I not think of this earlier? Because at first I was like, you know what? I kind of want Erykah to go at Lauryn Hill. Like, I think that would be something that would be a better. But I think this felt right at the end.
Yeah, it was perfect.
At the end, I was like, you know what? This was something that I was just like, yeah. So yeah, man. The Culture won, but to me, Erykah Badu won.
Yeah.
But by the slimmest of margins. I really thought that she was gonna walk away with like a decided victory. Some of the songs I'm like, oh my god, is this one better than what she just played? Like, but yeah, it was incredible. So in the spirit of that, they announced immediately after. We're gonna get into a nice conversation about this. I want to just look. Let's not deep dive too far into it. I want to really talk about this next battle that's coming up on Saturday next week after it happens. I'm interested to hear these song selections, okay? But next Saturday is going to be Ludacris versus Nelly. I am going to go fucking buy a 5XL tall tee online, something. I'm getting that shit sent. I need to find some Air Forces that have like the red front and like and make sure that my jeans are super big because I am going to have a blast with this one, man.
Yeah, man.
And
I need to find out where I could get some Air Forces with like the yellow check on it.
Right. Or just the toe boxes all blue and shit. Remember to mix the kicks and everything. People painting their shits. Listen, I'm guilty. The only reason I can make fun of it is because I did it. I used to have a Tracy McGrady jersey that I took some Air Forces and I made blue and I put black on there and you got to remix the kicks. Yeah, no, I painted them shits.
I'm a painter. You know how many pair of white sneakers I took the paintbrush to.
God damn, I'm about to make you do that shit now, actually. We're about to bring them shits back. I bet you if I start rocking them shits like that with jerseys or whatever, but the jeans are going to be obviously...
they should have told me this battle was happening a month ago. I'd have been like, yo, everybody send me your white sneakers. I'm about to hook you up for the battle.
Bro, remember, it's non-contact. I would love to see you and dap you up, but I'm gonna leave that shit on your door so you can take those shit so you can fine. Fuck that. I'm certain. I have so many hats. I'm certain if I go look in my closet right now, even to this day, I probably got a goofy ass, big ass fitted for no reason that goes over like my ears and shit. But I think that what people are about to learn on Saturday is Nelly's catalog is nowhere fucking close to Ludacris's. Okay, like look, the hits that Nelly has are bigger than any Ludacris record. But do you understand that this man's body of work? There's like all albums that have a bunch of shit on it, man. And Ludacris can rap.
Yes.
Like to this day, he still can rap.
Yes.
And I think people are gonna learn that. Again, if you didn't know it before, you're gonna know now. You're gonna learn now. I did it. The only reason that I'm so confident is because one day for my job, when I had to drive to fucking Connecticut, I had like 2-hour drive, right? I said, you know what? Who's somebody I haven't heard in a long time that I want to like go and revisit? I went through Ludacris's shit, all of it.
Yeah.
Bro, I am still nodding my head to these verses, to some of these songs. Like, Welcome to Atlanta, still fire. There's play Southern Hospitality now, and that shit still goes. What's your fantasy? Play that shit at a wedding and watch the whole shit go up.
Yes.
Ludacris has shit, man, and this man can rap his ass off. Nelly has the glitz and glamour hits, for sure. He's got some songs on there that people are gonna find now that they never thought of, right? That still sound good, right?
Yeah.
But overall catalog, I gotta give it to Luda. We can, I'll let you get your piece in on this, and then, like I said, I don't want to get too deep into it. I want to see the song selections.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say that what you said is true, bro. Like, Nelly had those 2 albums that were dope, right? Country Grammar, you could let Country Grammar run. Nellyville, you probably gonna skip around it. And the songs are smashes, and he sold a lot of fucking records. But you can play at least Luda's first 4 albums straight through. And not only is the production and the hooks fire, the lyrics are fire, and before he even gets through that catalog, you have to take into account his fucking features.
Yeah, man. Oh, well, look. Hold up. I'm going to say something. I don't want this to come off as a hot take, but it will, because it just came to my mind now that you just said that. Ludacris's top 3 feature anybody, any era, anything. Ludacris is in that discussion. Yeah. From the fucking Made You Look remix, where he got on there with Nas and Jadakiss, bro.
Yeah.
Think about the scope of that, right? In that time, an Atlanta rapper jumped on with 2 New York fucking gods, basically, of this shit, and still bodied that shit.
Yep.
And any song that you want him to do, anything you want him to hop on. You want him to hop on some girl shit, he gonna body that shit. You want him to do some hard shit, he'll do that. The versatility of Ludacris is something that, like, I you know what? It's not even a hot take. I don't even feel bad about saying it. Ludacris is a top 3 feature artist, and I don't want to hear it, honestly. Yeah. If he's on your song, he's gonna body your shit.
100%.
I wonder if that's part of the stipulation. See, we need to lay out the ground rules. Like, they should allow us to choose. Because if it comes down to just features alone, Ludacris got 20, and Nelly don't got none that's probably gonna like touch any of those, unless I'm forgetting. I would have
Nelly's hottest feature is probably the Nasty Girl, probably.
What, the Biggie one?
Yeah.
Bro, Ludacris walks away on that battle 15-5 if it's 20, and you do it like that. 15-5, 16-4 type shit. Like, I think. Like, I mean, just because, look, I don't want to peg them as the same type of rapper, right? Nelly rap, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't saying some bullshit.
No, Nelly can rap,
Yeah, like, I'm not trying to down him or anything like that. He was just more, party oriented, which that's fine. Luda has all those records, those, the fucking, Moneymaker, all those types of records. He's got those. But Ludacris's bars and his content is too much. It's too much.
Yeah, see what they trying to do, what people try to do to Luda is what people used to try to do to Redman and kind of box him into comedy.
Comedy, right.
Bro, they can fucking rap, bro.
But here's the thing, and we talked about this last time, right? You have to be an amazing rapper to get your comedy across.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Like, when we were talking about Lil Dicky, like, you could say a bunch of bullshit, but if you're saying it in a way that's actually genuinely funny in rap, you're a great rapper.
Yeah. Period. Ludacris is a top-tier lyricist.
Easily.
And people knew that. Like, nobody ever sat around and said that he wasn't until 2020.
Right. Right, exactly. And again, dismissing what happened before you.
Revisionism, bro.
I'm not gonna let this happen with this battle because this is right up my alley. You little motherfuckers, man. That's it. It's time. That's it. Old man rant.
Have to teach you this lesson, old man.
Listen, listen, you young dudes are not going to change the way that things went because we know how it went. We lived through it. Like I said, same shit with this Last Dance shit. I don't gotta watch this shit. I know sports. I watched it all happen. I don't care to watch this shit again. But this, you're not about to tell me about something that you didn't live through and I did.
Right.
All right, that's my old man rant. All right. So some shocking shit happened actually this week. Like when Drake drops the album, don't you just think that it's automatically going to be number one?
Yes.
So somehow he's not number one this time. First album, even if this is a collection of Lucy's, songs that are dropped, and songs that probably aren't going to make the album. It missed the mark by something like 10,000 units to Kenny Chesney, who is, what is it, country?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to disrespect him because just because I don't listen to that doesn't mean that he's not like one of their GOATs or something like that, right? But there is this stipulation to this and a little bit of an asterisk to it when I started to dig deep because I'm like, wait a minute, even still, guys like that have dropped around Drake's time. You know, in quarantine period, in a quarantine time, for Drake to come out with this and have this be number two, I was like, wait a minute, something has got to be wrong, right? Like something's off because that doesn't make sense. So apparently Kenny Chesney is selling concert tickets, which come with an album purchase.
Okay.
So the problem is about this. This has been done before. We've had this discussion. You know, we had the discussion, you know, when Nicki was calling out Travis for Travis being number one because he sold it with, and you got what is it? You got something like a meeting with Kylie and the baby or whatever, or some shit like that. Yeah. We've had this discussion before. I'm not upset with that. My question is this. You are selling tickets to a concert during the pandemic, not knowing full well that people are going to buy this shit, and end of the day, you're probably going to end up either having to refund them or they're going to have to wait wild long to see this show. But you did it in a way where somehow it pushed you up to number one. I call a little bit of bullshit on this. Yeah. And then I'm going to ask you this. I'll ask you, is this something or nothing for Drake? Because I see people, the guys who hate Drake, I'm just going to say it. The guys who hate Drake are like taking this and running with it on the internet. Oh, look, number two, you know, is this something or nothing?
It's nothing. That shit is not a slip for Drake. He is technically still number one if you remove Kenny Chesney's chess move.
Yeah, I just think that people like want to try to throw dirt on his name in any way that they can. And then like for this to happen, you know, I think that this is the time where they're like, oh, look, you know, this didn't go number one, you know, but, you know, I'm just a little bit baffled at like how this wasn't streamed more considering that everybody's home, right?
Yeah, right.
You know, like, and he only lost by like 10,000 units. Yeah. It was shocking, but in no way does this throw a damper or anything like that. In fact, I feel like this has an asterisk next to it if it comes to that. Like, you have to, when you discuss this not going number one, you have to make sure that you include this part of it.
Definitely.
All right. So, we had our battle last week.
Yeah, man.
Man, shout out to Terrible Reception Radio, the Benetton Boys. That shit was a blast.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
It's available. You know, we put the pod out. It's not an official episode of ours, so we didn't label it as that, but it is out there for you to listen anywhere if you guys want to hear. We did put the title and Spotify and playlist up, so that's up for you to check because the way that we did it. If you haven't listened, go back and listen. But we're gonna let you know that the first the first 6 or the first 7 records of ours where we went first.
We went first for the first 7,
right? Because it's 15. They did, and then we switched, and then the last 8 they led, and we went. So look, so we put the poll up in our story, in my story. You know, we posted it on the IG page, and you know, on our side, it was like they picked a landslide victory. But you have to remember, when I put that in my story, these are people that know me, like me, right? You know, so I'm not gonna act like it's not biased. You know, I mean, if you genuinely thought that we played the better records, which you can definitely make a case for, that's great. But don't you feel like, you know, like when it comes from your side, for me, I was just like, all right, you know, thank you guys. But I kind of would like to see more votes on the other side and see it closer because it was that close.
It was,
you know, really one way or the other. Like, if you think that they won, yes, you know, like it's. I can definitely see it. It's not crazy. If you think we won, yeah, fine. But it's super fucking close, man. Like it was very, very close, man. Like, and we had to be very strategic in the way that we moved. And I want you to speak to that more because you were more instrumental in that, I feel like. And I think that you kind of put us in a position where, one, we were versatile, and two, we saved our bullets because you saved me mad times from going to Bad and Bougie. Like I was just all right, Bad and Bougie, and you were like, yo, not yet, but go for it.
I mean, bro, for one, you and I think we analyze music a little differently than most people do, and I think we kind of do it in a similar way. And shit, we knew we had to play some records that aren't our favorite records, right? Which we did on both ends. To me, the fun part, I mean, it wasn't like we were like, oh shit, yo, let's go crazy with this battle, and we were like hell bent on the taking the win and shit. Like, it's just fun to get songs off, and specifically in this case, production that we admire. That shit was a lot of fun, bro.
Yeah, man. But you were right about that. What you said is super true. When you're talking about when you were saying, hey, fuck, I lost it. I had it. It's gone. No, when you were saying that we had to be strategic in the way that we break down the music is definitely true and everything as well too. But like you said, I think halfway through I stopped really caring about, oh, did we win this round? Did we take this round? Just kind of was like,
because it was just so much fun.
Right. And then, like, again, it's oversaid, it's overstated. Everybody always says it. The culture wins, right? So, I mean, I don't want to make it seem like, millions of people got to hear this. But for the people that did, and we have a lot of people that want to see the video, actually, I think the video is way more fun and telling.
Yeah.
It'll definitely show you how much fun we all had.
Yeah.
Like, the vibes were good. We just went through it. Like, when they hit with something, we were like, oh, shit. Like, y'all ain't playing around. When we hit with something, they genuinely were looking like, oh, shit. Like, they forgot we had Father Stretch My Hands in there.
Yeah.
And when we hit that, that's a high note right there. Like, we were hitting the high notes when we had to. They had records, too, that, like, as soon as he played DNA, I'm like, you're not turning that shit off. You're going to play the whole shit.
Yeah.
I don't care. Again,
yeah, and as soon as they play Mercy, we like, yo, could we have favorite verses? Like,
right. I want to hear change shit. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to get to all that. Like I said, if we were DJs and we could do it in a way where like we could just speed it up to the parts of the record that we wanted to, I feel like, it would have been better. But if we try to do that while we're doing this here, I'm trying to skip through it. It's not going to work. You know what I mean? I mean, the only way that we could deeply prepare for that is like if, this next battle, which I don't know what it is. I think it's Lox versus Mobb Deep. I'm just going to let the cat out the bag. I think it's that. I think I kind of, when we pick our records, I'm going to start like going through them and asking you like, yo, this is what we're going to play. I'm going to start it from right here and we're going to go right into
the markers. Yeah.
Right. I'm just going to have to, well, whatever. I got time. I'm just gonna have to sit through the records that are obvious choices, before we go through the list and try to get to those songs where like that part, like when we played Gucci and Drake, I would have loved to have played just from Drake's hook, straight into Drake's verse. No disrespect to Gucci because he did snap on that shit too, but again, like we were saying on the pod, that's not the part that they play in the clubs, especially not up here. But
right.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they were a little bit surprised at how prepared we were. Right? Like, and we put in about the same amount of time that they did, like, it's just like, okay, so there's the obvious records for Metro, there's the obvious records for Mike Will, right? And I think that the way that we did it, and this will make the second battle so much more interesting. I think that now they kind of are going to prepare the way that we did, where we were like, okay, if they play this, then what do we hit back on this?
Right.
Right? So I think they're kind of... That's what we did. I think that gave us a little bit of an advantage this time is that we were like, we did our homework on Metro and we did our homework on Mike. And we were like, all right, like let's figure out what records we can combat those things with. Even still, as prepared, air quotes as we were scrambling at times. Like you would hit me and be like, yo, yeah, like, I'm like, yeah. Like I would hit you and be like, yo, what do we hit with next? Like Like I was trying to play it cool, but I'm looking down at my phone if you watch the video, and I'm hitting this man. Like, yo, we'll be playing this time.
No, and there are times in that where I'm like, maybe this song. Oh no, wait, maybe this one.
Right.
This one. Yeah.
I'm glad that you overruled me a bunch of times. Like I said, I would have wasted Bad and Bougie mad early. That definitely needed to be the song that we closed the show with, and you were absolutely right about that. Absolutely right about that. Whether we won that round is whatever, but I feel like that was the song that was the best answer to their last record.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
I'm trying to use that shit wild early. But I had a blast, and what we're gonna do is, me and Jay are probably gonna hop on live again real quick. We'll flip a coin to figure out. So just let's put it out there. Let's just put this out there. Do you have a side that you would prefer in this next battle of the Lox and Mobb Deep?
Honestly, you know what? It's hard. They're like close to me, but I lean a little closer to Mobb Deep.
So I do too. I feel like we're gonna make a compelling case either way, right?
Right.
I just have a, whatever. If I say whatever, it's a coin flip. If we get it, we get it. If not, we not, right? So I can say I have a deep, deep, deep knowledge. I don't even mean to say it like that. No pun intended. Of Mobb Deep's music. A deep knowledge. Like, favorite group of all time, them and Tribe Called Quest and Wu-Tang, like that deep knowledge, like that sort of, like where I know Infamous, I know Hell on Earth, I know Murder Music, I even know the fucking G-Unit album, the Blood Money, like I suffered through some of that because I hated like the sound that they were going with on some of them, but I know the hard records on that shit. The Infamous, don't even talk to me about that album. That one, like I like fucking play that shit in a dark room and I know all the words. I don't have to look at nothing or remember anything. Like it's that second nature to me. So yes, I do lean Mobb Deep as well. But if we do get the Lox, I got some shit, and we're gonna have to like really lay some ground rules down about what are we gonna play. Is anything on the table? Anything. And what I mean by that is it hits? Is it album cuts? Is it freestyles? Is it mixtape joints? I need to know if all that's on the table. If all that's on the table, we have a good shot to take it either way with the Lox or Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited in case you don't know. And then there's the third battle, the third one that we're going to do, because we're going to do a best of three based on whoever. Also, by the way, when you go and look on their poll from what happened with them, they won in a landslide against us.
Of course.
Yeah, so I don't know who to believe. Again, I knew it too. Like when I sent it to Jay, I was like, yo, my people are biased. I was like, hands down. I was like, there's no reason for us to win by like that much. And he's like, I'm sure it's like that on the other side or whatever. Like, I think we were like, when I went on it, I probably was the only one who voted for us, probably. But again, if you think they won, I'm not mad. It was just close. It was very.
It's we trying to do the best of three, but it's really just gonna boil down to how we personally feel about it, and just like getting together and having some fucking fun.
That's it, man. I think that's really what I don't give a fuck who it is. Like we could really like the one that I feel like everybody is kind of dancing around, and I think that one of the best battles that'll ever go down. If you ever were able to get this to happen, you obviously wouldn't be able to get it between the two people for obvious reasons. But if someone was to do a Kanye versus Pharrell playlist battle, good God, though that like now you're talking about like some shit where we're gonna have a lot of fun. But it don't matter what the battle is. That whole experience of you play the record, we're surprised, let's get the record going, let's get the next one. We play it, they're surprised, and just listening to those records, it's just like I said, I had more fun than anything. I don't care. If you thought that we lost that battle with every single loss or whatever, and there wasn't no rounds, I don't give a shit. I had a blast. I had a blast, man. I really did.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean, and then like I think I want to throw a little bit more theatrics into it. Like for this Lox and Mobb Deep one, like I'm gonna go over the top in the '90s, like the '90s apparel. Like it's like the green jacket. I'm gonna get the Super Army one that I got, not that light shit I wore the last time. I'm gonna get the Super Army one. You know what I mean? Like, but I think it just boils down to again, like I've said this a million times. The way we respect those guys, the way that we respect the culture, the way that we all respect music. I think that that's what makes these things fun. Is because we all just enjoy the music at the end of the day, and we all are just fans at the end of the day. No matter what, no matter how cool you want to try to be, we're still fans of this shit.
Yeah, man.
So, all right, an hour Good show. Nice and compact, especially since that battle was 2 hours. But I also want to give you a shot because we talked about it doing it on the battle, but because everybody was sauced after a little while, you know, like the fury of the battle, it kind of got lost in the sauce of that. I wanted you guys to play records that you guys, you know, are actually promoting or actually have out, especially since you have your tape. So I want you, because I want to test your sound for the next battle, because my sound, I feel like when I played it off the speaker, it might not have worked as well. I want to test your sound because your internet connection is super fucking crispy. I see you clear, even with the blurred background and everything. I want you to play one of your records, my favorite record on your tape, Drip Trill. I want you to play that real quick for me so everybody get a chance to hear it. Remember, you can get this shit everywhere on all streaming platforms. On iTunes, you can buy it, all those things. Guys, there's better talent out there than aside from what you're given. If you're not going to go looking for music, then you're not doing the culture right. You should be always looking for new artists, no matter if they're famous or not. Let's go.
All right, let's see how the sound is.
You know what? Let me play it.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me play it. I got you.
Tim's play with the gold trim, shorty, you know him. With a bra with no rim, trying to go in, she calling more friends. Chick is like, what's up, what you drinking on? I said gin. With some lemonade, if you can make it happen, shorty, count me in. Squeeze the lemon stuff. I don't fuck with the Minute Maid.
Hey.
Nah, had about 4 cups. Nigga caught the whole fade. She hit the bubbler, I'm under, nigga, she super high. The camel shit lays the only way a nigga super dry. Drip hard, drip heavy, nigga. Drip hard, drip heavy, nigga. Drip hard, drip heavy, nigga. Drip hard, drip heavy, nigga.
This is turning out to be a favorite for a lot of people.
This is shit.
Fucking with a leaky fuck. 100. Change it to the fresh Nike Cortez. You niggas is all dead. Rapper crack a forehead. The bars are so hard and now the floor red. Fucking with a spitter. Shit too cold when you roll with a winner. TR write 100 songs in December. Shots stay warm in the winter. No Supreme fit. Drip more heavy than Supreme bricks. 50 years old and your team fit. We call that a mean brick. Yeah. Drip hard. Drip heavy, nigga. Yeah. Drip hard. Drip heavy, nigga. Drip hard. Drip heavy, nigga. Drip hard. Drip heavy, nigga. In Ricchetti socks. I Maxwell like a Fetty Wap. Rugby is lit. You know a nigga come for your shit. Nugget rings like I'm RZA. She want a weekend like SZA. Shit, I provide, I deliver. Give shorty all the smoke, no dizzer. With a top off, she just trying to get knocked off. Yeah, really pop off. Drenched off in that hot sauce. Yeah, gravy. Backstroking too wavy. Shorty try to persuade me. Stay the night, but I'm gravy.
Woo! Yo, you rhyme Dizza, SZA, and RZA, and that shit still ain't been done. That shit still ain't been done. Honestly, ain't nobody done that. Yeah, that's my favorite joint on there, man. And the reason that I wanted to play it on my side is because we're recording on our side, so it probably sounds better right off of right off of there. Now, when it comes to the battle, it really I don't think it really matters either way. Like you could play the records the whole battle, like that might be better. But I wanted to make sure I don't want to shortchange you on one side, because I'm recording on my side or whatever. I wanted to make sure that at least people heard it, But yeah, you can find that everywhere. Anywhere that you guys have music. Anywhere. You guys all have streaming sites, whether it's free or not, one way or another. That shit's everywhere. Is that shit on Pandora?
It's everywhere, man.
That's it. It's on Pandora for your own.
And we threw it up on SoundCloud because we actually got a minor amount of people that were like, I don't pay for a streaming service.
What? But they don't pay for albums?
Pretty much.
I'd have told him, listen, it's behind this paywall. It's not a lot of money, honestly, man. Like, I saw the receipt for the shit. What you charge for it? You $7? Come on, bro.
I don't even know. Yeah, I mean,
like it wasn't even that much. Like, I think you had it for like it came out to like 69 cents a song. Man, that's nothing, man. What are you talking about, man? Like, you spend that on a stupid ass McDonald's meal. Like, that shit don't make no sense, man.
But I mean, we did good, man. We did good with pre-orders and everything. So we just, we get really happy about it.
No, I mean, and you guys should be, honestly. It's like I said, it's part of what I'm listening to right now. I was repping the Trill Dollar mask. We kind of went in on them a little bit. Like, they didn't see that coming. That we showed the unity on there and everything too. So, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you got a chance to play that record, because that's my favorite record on the tape. That in no way means that any of the other songs are not, to be listened to or anything like that. Right. This is just the one that, like I said, when I get to a song on any project that I like, I listen to it over and over and over. So
we appreciate that.
Of course, man. So let them know, also where they can find you on your social as well too.
Trilly Trills everywhere. Same
no
name.
Z.
No Z. No Z.
No Z. S. No Z. So, look out. We have the Instagram page at The Potent Podcast. You can go on there for updates on episodes, clips, things like that. Yes. Most likely, we're going to be running the live through there. Like, I'm not jumping on live on my shit. I'm going to jump it on there when we do the coin flip, so we figure out who's going to be what. The Locks or Mobb Deep. Don't really care. Really excited. So, again, one more time, shout out to the Terrible Reception boys. Make sure you go check their shit on Instagram at Benetton Music. At Jetplane J, at Blue Eye Benetton, and Terrible Reception is all one word on Instagram. So make sure you check all their shit out too, man. Those guys, we had a blast doing it. We can't wait to do it again. An hour 10 or less than that, we actually did good this time. I think we were like, succinct.
Yeah, we sped through this time.
Right, for sure. So. Yeah, man, we'll see you guys during the week with the coin flip. Hopefully, we'll try to bang out a date for this week, but definitely expect a new episode either way, either Sunday night or Monday. So, for Jay, for Trills, we out here.